I was just having a nightmare about that giant Toblerone from a couple of years ago. Glad I don't have to eat anything like that ever again. Mother. What's up, Beard Army? Welcome back, or if this is your first time watching the channel and you love watching hairy dudes eat a ton of foods, then you're in the right place. So, I don't know, maybe think about subscribing. You probably won't regret it, although I make no promises. Anyway, today we're eating a ton of chocolate of the Daim bar variety.
You never forget your first dime.
That bloke's a nutter.
What could be more fun, right? Anything, really. But before we get started, I need to give a big shout out to my mate, Jesse Pinanen, who sent me this as like a Christmas present. He's Finland's premier competitive eater, so we're flying the flag for Europe together. He has a YouTube channel as well, so go check that out if you haven't already. I will warn you in advance, it's entirely in Finnish. Although he does have English subtitles, thankfully. But yeah, it's entirely in Finnish, so if you're English and you watch it, it just kind of feels a little bit like watching that old show, Pingu. But without as much pee and poop, I think. Anyway, today we're getting into this humongous Daim bar challenge. I'll put the calorie count on screen and pause for dramatic effect. That's enough of that. I'm going to give myself 1 hour to eat this, and I think it took Jesse just over an hour, so it's probably pretty difficult. But yeah, I'll give it my best shot. This is BeardMeatsFood, and this is the ultimate Daim bar challenge. Alright, I'll put the timer there. Let's get into it. Alright, so it's just a ton of Daim bars, pretty much. So I guess I'm just gonna start eating them. The wrapping is gonna be the hardest thing here.
What's up, Beard Army? Welcome back, and as you can see, today we're eating tons of chocolate. What could be more fun? This soundtrack also reminds me a little bit of The Offspring. Does anyone else feel that vibe? I don't know if you remember that band, The Offspring, but sounds a little bit like that to me.
Alright, maybe not the hardest thing.
Yeah, I don't think I'm spoiling anything at this point by saying the unwrapping of the Daim bars certainly wasn't the most hard thing about this whole challenge, that's for sure, because Daim bars are pretty much solid caramel surrounded by solid chocolate, so they're hard to eat.
I don't know what this looks like really on camera. I don't know if this looks like it's a lot of food or not, but this is going to be really hard. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this. My gums are already in total agony. If you don't know what a Daim bar is, by the way, it's kind of like it's a chocolate bar. It has kind of like hard caramel on the inside. Kind of like a little bit like Cinder Toffee. You might not actually know what Cinder Toffee is, but just hard, crunchy stuff.
Yeah, for the record, just to contradict myself, it's nothing like Cinder Toffee. Cinder Toffee is the kind of thing you find in a crunchy. The stuff in Daim bars is pretty much, as far as I'm aware, just caramel. But it's kind of like salted, like caramel brittle. I'm not sure if that's even a more satisfactory explanation, but that's the best you're gonna get.
In case you're wondering what a Daim bar looks like up close. Ugh. That's the outside. And that's the inside. Whether I finish this or not, one thing is for certain. I'm gonna wake up with a chin, like a jaw, like Desperate Dan tomorrow from the Dandy. I feel like I should put like an excerpt explaining certain cultural things that I reference to millennials, because a lot of people probably don't know what the Dandy is, or Desperate Dan. He had a big chin, that's the long and short of it.
Yeah, the biggest of chins. I was really more of a Beano kind of guy, but the Dandy was alright as well.
I'm trying to figure out the best technique for this. Right now I'm just trying to bite with my back teeth until it's at the point that it's barely swallowable. But I don't really want to take chances with this because it's jagged chocolate, so don't want to cut my throat open.
Yeah, this was really more of an oral endurance challenge. Actually, wait, no, that sounds weird. Don't type that into a search engine. But yeah, the volume of chocolate, I mean, it's a lot of chocolate, but the volume wasn't the hard thing, it was the constant chewing.
There's so much toffee stuck in my teeth and my gums. Oh. Funnily enough, I'm going to see my dentist for the first time in 18 months on the 9th of January. I think it's like 5 days away from when I'm filming this video, so I hope this doesn't do any lasting damage.
Yeah, that should be interesting. Trip to the dentist in a couple of days. And unlike my doctor, my GP, my dentist doesn't actually know that I do this kind of thing. So I'm thinking maybe I should mention it at some point. But so far she says my dental health is pretty good. So I guess I must be doing something right.
No treating over here. I'm actually dealing with the unwrapping part pretty well for a change. And I think I figured out the technique is actually to do kind of small, frequent bites, you know, crunches, rather than big ones, because then it cuts the gums a little bit less.
Yeah, the hardest part for me about eating so many of these things was that area between your lower back teeth where it meets the gum, because I really started to rub pretty severely. Had to get that obligatory Arnold cutting in there. That one was from Total Recall.
I'm going to try just biting on the left side for a little bit, and then when that gets worn out, switch to the right side. See if that works.
Suffice to say that really didn't work. I think I abandoned that after about 2 more Daim bars, but anyway, in case you're wondering what a Daim bar actually tastes like, I touch on it a little bit in the video, but of course it's sweet and chocolatey, but the thing that makes it so pleasant, at least from my point of view, is the salted caramel, because it really is very, very salty, almost savoury in nature. So you know, it's unique. Tastes a little different to your average. I don't really like, you know, Dairy Milk or Galaxy. I mean, if I'm gonna eat chocolate, normally it would be like a Reese's Cup, but again, that's pretty rare.
If I can tolerate the pain in my gums, I should be able to do it, but it's hard. Fortunately, you know, actually a lot of people ask me what my favourite chocolate bar is, and I don't eat a lot of chocolate, like solid chocolate. I like, you know, chocolate cake and stuff, but I would never just casually eat a chocolate bar. But of the chocolate bars out there, Daim is one of my favourites. Actually, it's kind of like salty sweet. and I like that. So yeah, the flavour's still good. It's just the chewing and the fact that it all gets stuck in your teeth and gums. It's painful.
Complaining again, eh, Beard? Not like you. That's a joke. Anyway, all my 2019 New Year's resolutions are booked up, so reducing the complaints will have to wait until 2020.
Oh.
So you can see now that it doesn't look like there's actually that much left. I think there's probably, what, 15 bars at this point? But at this point, every bar, even though they only weigh like 30 grams each, every bar is taking upwards of a minute to finish. It was so hard.
I can't tell when my teeth stop and the caramel starts. Still not as painful as the Satan's Toe lollipop.
Yeah, you can say that again. If you haven't seen the Satan's Toe challenge yet, go watch it, because that was definitely the most painful thing I've ever done.
Right. The sweetness is getting me a little bit now, so I'm gonna pull a secret weapon. I can't find it because it's under all these wrappers. Here we go. This is coffee. Oh. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. It's taking longer than a minute per bar. It hurts.
Yeah, about 10 minutes in, I was thinking that this was going to be a piece of cake, but right around here, it's really hitting me, and seeing all those bars left there is just not helping.
It's kind of stuck between my back, top teeth and bottom teeth. Piled up like cement, so I'm trying to get it out of the way.
Yeah, that's why I kept sticking my fingers in my mouth pretty much. Watch this. That's probably got to be the worst throw in history. I really do throw like a 6-year-old girl. I'm starting to get cramp now. I'll mention it in a second. I always get cramp if I eat a lot of sugar. It's like a biochemical reaction, I think.
I can't really tell from there, but the outside of my hands always go into cramp when I eat tons of sugary food. I kind of look like that.
That can't be healthy. God bless my pancreas though, right? It served me well last year, so hopefully it continues to function throughout 2019. Anyway, I've talked a lot in this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll be joining me on Thursday night at 7 PM, and I'll catch you next time.
I only am going to do it. I should probably mention as well that the guy that sent me these, Jesse, is like a super strong powerlifter. He's like 7 feet tall, so every inch of his body is stronger than mine, including his jaw, so that's my fallback excuse if I don't finish. I don't think I'm going to be able to. This was one of my favourite cups. That's a joke, it's not my cup. It's Mrs. Beard's cup. Honestly, after this, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to film another video for like weeks. I failed. I knew it would be hard, but I thought I would do it in the hour. Maybe if I'd started with coffee from the very beginning. Probably not though. Anyway, that's 1-1 for 2019. 1 victory, 1 loss. Hopefully next week I can bounce back. Don't forget to join me on Thursday for another restaurant challenge. Assuming I survive this and my mouth isn't too sore. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch you next time. Go check out Jesse's channel as well, because he actually managed to do this in like an hour and 10 minutes or something. So, congrats, Jesse. What am I doing with my life, man? F***ing Daim bars. You need more teeth for something like this.